Hi, my name is Mercy. Welcome back to the channel. I hate it when I record a video and then I take long to edit it because I have a job, a family, school, a life. Basically, I have a life outside YouTube. And unfortunately, sometimes when I do that, something changes in the story and then now I have to give up the story. But this one, I'm not giving up. This one, I've just redone the story from a different angle. Well, not really from a different angle, same thing, but different, well, added the facts that needed to be added. It's so much easier than editing the video that I was planning to do originally. So the last week was an interesting week for me. So the week of it was the week of the American elections, and I under normal circumstances you would think that when the American elections are going on, that's all you're going to have on social media, that it's really going to be all about that. But however, Equatorial Guinea said, America, hold my beer. And we got issues, we got stories, we got. Okay, so it started with this guy who is some form of government official, and he was being investigated for corruption and stuff like that. Now, Equatorial Guinea is a very, very small country. Now, I don't even think I Googled the landmass. Probably will do so that I add it. So it's probably, yeah, I'll probably check that. But they have 1 point something million people. They have very few people in this country. It's not a country of hundreds of millions of people. It's not a country of tens of millions of people. It has 1 point something million people. And very few people know about it. I mean, well, there are quite a number of Guineas, so many people don't even know that there are quite a number of Guineas, but very few people actually, we never hear about them, right? We when you hear about countries that have funny, weird scandals, it's always Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa. We are the ones who tend to have this. Yeah, we are the ones who tend to break the internet for the wrong reasons. But yeah, this time they decided, okay, we are coming, we're going to show you a glimpse of us. And boy, did we learn why these people are busy. Well, at least one of these people. Okay, 400 of these people, why they are too busy to be causing regular online drama. So this guy, while he was being investigated, they found 400 tapes plus of him with women. So yeah, in being intimate, right? And oh my, wow, there are so many things in this video. I watched three, sadly. So the first one I watched by mistake because I had no idea why this person was sending me this. And I was like, normally she's a very normal person. Why is she sending me this? So I wanted to watch and see what's going on. And then the other two I just watched out of curiosity. So I'm not going to lie and say that it was an accident 3 times. And then after that, I was like, okay, I have more questions than answers. Now, these videos, from what I could gather, at least the three that I watched, the women actually knew they were being recorded, which can be a whole other video about why would a married woman, because most of these women are married, why would a married woman agree to be recorded having an affair? Isn't an affair supposed to be a secret thing that you're not, but no, these ones agreed to be recorded. So that's already a question mark that, okay. Anyway, total other conversation. But the thing that's got me annoyed, because there's always something that gets me annoyed, was okay. I was happy that at least as far as I have seen and heard, there were no minors in any of these videos. These were full grown people, whatever they decide to do with their lives, with or without rubber. I'm judging, but it's none of my business. However, there was this video of this man and his employees, and out of those employees, around 6 of them were in those videos that were circulating. And it brought about the question as to some men feeling like they can now use this as a catch-all for women who are successful. And you know me, I'm just not. The feminist in me, which sometimes takes a break, but sometimes it comes back, cannot just sit back when somebody says something that ignorant. Because okay, granted, I have even done a video about some people just have it easy. Things work out for them because they're nice, because they're pretty, because they know how to flirt, because they're in the right place, because, you know, some people just have it easy. However, there are very few, very, very few. Like, honestly, I don't think that there are as many women. I might just be living in ignorance. And if I am, please, 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 somebody who watches this video and knows me, or if you want to comment in the section and tell me, maybe I'm living in ignorance, but I genuinely do not think the number of women who have succeeded based from their bodies, just, you know, giving favors to somebody in higher positions are that many. I honestly don't think so. If it was that easy, then, well, first of all, I don't even think it's that easy just sleeping around. So, anyway. So there was this whole conversation about, oh, you see, you see, some of these women were working for him and they were doing it because they wanted promotions. And I'm like, are we ignoring the power balance? He is a government official. Now, I don't know the system of governance in Equatorial Guinea. I don't know how fair and everything. I mean, the fact that they were arresting a government official for corruption is already a good sign. But I don't know how well protected the citizens are against the government. But in most countries in the world, I'm not even going to say in Africa, I'm just going to say in the world, somebody who's in government and you who's a civil servant, that person has so much power over you. Add this to the fact that as much as I don't know about anything about that much about them, I still know they're in Africa. We tend to have, it's still a male dominated society, right? So he already has that power of the fact that he's a man. Then he's your boss, which is the fact that, okay, he's just your boss, and that is worldwide. This is not even an African kind of thing. Worldwide, he's your boss. Your boss tends to be able to manipulate and do whatever. Then you just find a man who just has zero morality because, oh my God, 400. And anyway, yeah, then you just tend to have that. So even if these women did it for promotion, maybe they felt that that was the only way out. But I don't even think they did it for promotion, because what is the excuse for the other women who are married to other government officials, who are married, what is the excuse for those other people? So I think immoral people will just be immoral people. However, this video is not about people just being whatever. You know, if people want to sleep around, they'll just sleep around. They might look for excuses and say, okay, I did it because of this, I did it because of that. But unless there is a criminal situation, like, you know, being forced, or there is anybody who's underage, or there is blackmail, everything else is just humans just being humans, right? But in this case, what I took issue with was somebody saying that, oh, just because we can count 6 women who did this, it means that, oh, my wife back home just recently got a promotion. I need to check and find out what she's been doing to get that promotion. And that is what I took issue with. Most people work very hard. Like, I work very, very hard to get to where I am. And most of the people I know, well, maybe I'm just not close enough with enough people who've made it through the bedroom that they would actually tell me this is how I got ahead. And maybe I have, well, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that I've been working in corporate life for how many years and I've never seen inappropriate employee-employer relationships. I have seen. However, and yes, I have seen people getting favoritism out of it. However, I don't think it is that common. I mean, the fact that I could actually notice it and go like, shows that it is not something that happens every day. And I did a video before about just relationships, dating a coworker and things like that, and how this tends to always comes back to bite if the relationship ends, which most of the time they do. If the relationship ends, how it tends to come back to bite the woman and never the man. So my take on all this is, okay, fine, things happened. This man and apparently his wife also had her own separate club. Uh, so things happened, and this man took advantage or not of the women that were working under him. But let us not forget that the same way, and I did a video about this also, that we judged Monica Lewinsky when she was some 20-year-old who was having an affair with the most powerful man in the world, and yet he was the victim of this conniving woman, is the same way that now we are looking at this man who had 400 women and judging the 6 women that worked for him for the fact that, how dare you do this with your boss? Make it make sense. Why do we always feel the need to put the burden on the woman? And I think until the moment that the videos of his wife surfaced, until that time, people were they were not talking as much, and then the videos of the wife surfaced, and all of a sudden now everybody has something to say. And because they were not saying anything about the wife, there was nothing, because they couldn't condemn her, they couldn't say anything. But then now that the videos are surfaced, now they have something to say about the wife. Granted, I felt like, okay, 400 women, where does this guy get the time? And his wife must know that something is up. She might not know the extent of it, but I just felt that. But what do I know? Many people live very, very hidden lives that you can never know. However, people were very quick to jump on all the women that were working with him. Well, the married women. Oh, and then there was also the war between the married women and the single women, where the single women were like, had it been single women in those videos, the internet would have crashed with all the married women cussing them and telling them how they're destroying marriages. However, now that it's married women destroying their own marriages, plus the marriage of somebody else, it doesn't seem to be an issue. I think married women and will always keep fighting. I think that is not married, and single women will just keep fighting. There's nothing that can be done about that. Anyway, so this is just a video to just bring out the conversation about, let us not think that we can just go around judging women who have succeeded in corporate life, because we have seen 6 who might or might not have gotten favors from their relationship with some man who just seems to have hated putting on his pants. Okay, hope that this video actually meant something, because yeah, so originally when I had done it, I did not I had really been on the wife's side and felt sorry for the wife. But now that the video is out, well, sorry, I don't know. I don't know what I feel about it anymore. I don't know. And I even saw a podcast today where someone was saying that, oh, she might have been manipulated. And I'm like, you know what? There are things that I don't know. People's marriages are special. They have their own arrangements. My issue is, please, when I get my promotion and I'm finally a CEO of a company, I do not want anybody judging me and saying that I slept my way through to get there. I am working so hard to succeed, and I can't imagine that somebody somewhere is going to think that I made it just because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things, All right, so don't forget to subscribe and watch the other videos. Watch the video that's linked on this because, well, I can't. So that's Mercy's life's little lesson.